Hello traders, welcome to the channel. I'm your host Running Forward. While the whole trading world is still waiting on NVDA to report earnings, I got into CHWY today. Why? I want to share with you the reason behind it. This is for educational purpose only. This is not financial advice. I want to make this a case study because I think I'm going to do a follow-up video to show how this trade turned out. So if you watched my channel, you know that I have mentioned CHWY in one of the previous videos because back then the price was about here. It was end of July, maybe. I said on the weekly chart, it looks like that price is pulling back to this longer trend, and eventually that's what happened because after it touched the trend line on the weekly, it bounced back, and then with this green candle we are uh, in the uptrend right now if we come back to the daily chart. So after that green candle, you can see that price has already break through the downtrend line, and after it did that, it stayed there, or it consolidated. It went sideways for 3 days before it went up, gapped up, and closed way above here, close to this resistance area of 39-ish dollars. And then it kept going up, and then yesterday it it looked like it was to close below the 50. The blue line is the 50 SMA. Yesterday it didn't close below the 50, and today is gapped up again. So if we draw a trend line, a short term, try to get rid of this one first. We draw a short term trend line like this, you can see that the price action over here is essentially just profit taking, and then what it did was the price pulled back to trend line, and with this green candle today, my interpretation is that the buyers have stepped in and they're ready to push the price higher. So this one, if you got in somewhere in the middle, or let's back up, let's do, if we get in right now at 48-ish, our stop loss should be below the low of today's candle. That's about 3.5–4% risk. And then the first resistance is to take out the recent high. That's about 3%, 2.5–3%. And then if it can do that, then the next will be to tackle this recent high here. That's about 7%. And if it has strength to go higher, the next thing to do will be to take over to close this gap. That's about 10%. On stock itself, it's not a whole lot. The risk reward ratio is probably not the best. But if you trade options, this 10%, maybe 7–8%, 10%, um, that's a lot of money in a very short time. I think with this stock, I think it's gonna go up pretty quickly. I'm not predicting. That's not how to play this, but that's the reason I entered, because it was price action pulled back to trend line, and this candle indicated that the buyers has entered. They want to play, so I just want to follow along with them. So let's see how this goes. I'll report back, let you guys know how this trade went. So that's it. Hopefully you find some value in this video. Until next time, bye for now.